Hello dolls, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a full makeup routine, but I wanted to make this video a little bit more helpful. I'm going to be sharing makeup tips for every step of a makeup routine. These are things that have genuinely helped my makeup apply better, last longer, and just overall look more seamless and flawless. Some of these tips are really simple, but honestly make the biggest difference. If you want to see how I do my makeup while also picking up some tips along the way, just keep watching. The first step in my routine is brows. I like to do my brows first just because I feel like if I go in with skin prep first or foundation first or anything else before my brows, I feel like my base isn't the way that I need it to be. It might be a little bit too slippery or oily, and my brow application is not going to go on the way that I need it to. It may cause the product of the whatever I'm using for my brows, whether that be eyeshadow or a pen or a liner or pomade, the brow product just might not go on the way that I want it to. So I always like to do my brows first before anything else. It just gives me the best application. So I'm going to use this little liner. It's actually for like an eyeshadow eyeliner type of moment, but I've been using it on my brows and it works just fine. It's just like a little black liner, and I'm just gonna draw them in just like a little tail. The one thing I hate about brows is that they have to be the same. Like, why do they have to look the same? Why can't they just be a little wonky? I mean, they are a little wonky because I can never draw them the same, but still I look ridiculous. And I got my little latte with me. I got a cookie butter latte. As always, step number 2 is gonna be skin prep. With skin prep, my biggest tip is keep it simple. Don't go in with 10 different skincare products. I think it's important to have a skincare routine morning and night, but it's also important to have a skin prep routine for your makeup, because my morning routine for my skin is toner, another toner, serum, moisturizer, sometimes sunscreen. That's like 5 things right there. And if I put my makeup on top of that, it's just gonna be slipping and sliding throughout the day. It might even cause my makeup to be patchy in some areas. My skin prep routine for my makeup is 2 things: toner and moisturizer. And sometimes if I'm feeling, I'll add in a primer for my makeup. Keeping it simple, and it's just gonna make your makeup stay better and look better, because obviously we're doing like layers, right? So we're starting off with our skin prep, then we're going in with our foundation, then we're going in with our blush. However you decide to layer your makeup is really important. So we want to get like the best use out of the products that we're using. So with like my toner, I like going in with my Rhode Glazing Milk. I just feel like this gives me everything that I need. It gives me the glow, it gives me the hydration, and I don't need to go in with like 5 other million products. I get everything I need out of my Rhode Glazing Milk. And let me grab it for y'all. My Rhode Barrier Restore Cream. This is my skin prep for my makeup. I just feel like I get the best result with this, and it's just so simple. It makes my makeup look glowy, natural, radiant, but it makes my makeup look flawless at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just super important to reach for products that you know will make your makeup look bomb. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go in with 10 million other things, or I don't need to go in super heavily with these products, and it's gonna make my makeup look flawless, not patchy, not slipping throughout the day. This is my girl. And y'all don't have to go in with the same products I'm going in with. Obviously, I do recommend using the Rhode, because I mean, like, look how glowy my skin looks right now. Like, looks so hydrated. But you can go in with, you know, your products that you love to use, whatever brand they may be. If it works for you, it works for you. Continue doing that. Just make sure to keep it simple, you know? That's my main tip. Keep it simple. And if you do go in with several products and your makeup looks bomb, you got it down, girl. You got it down. But this is just my tips, my advice to, you know, help you out a little bit. If your skincare routine works, I would say continue doing that. You know what I'm saying? Or if your makeup routine is just what you need it to be. Okay, now we're gonna go in with our Rhode cream. I don't go in super heavily with this either, just like that. And I do like bringing my skincare down to my neck because all I'm saying is this has to be just as youthful as this, just as hydrated as this, because it's just like, you gotta bring it down. You gotta even bring it down to the décolletage, however you say it, décolletage. Now that our base is complete and we're freaking glowing like the freaking sun, we're gonna go in. Let me stop freaking moving like a psycho. We're gonna go in with foundation. Whether you like your makeup to look super natural, super radiant, glowy, or whether you want something full coverage, matte, whatever you want your makeup to look like, I would suggest with foundation, going in with a little bit is gonna be your best friend. Like going in little by little is going to save your base. If you go in with several pumps, it's harder to remove than going in with a little bit and saying, oh, you know what, I want a little bit more foundation here, let me put a little bit more. So it's easier to go in little by little versus going in with a lot and having to remove. That's a little bit more difficult. So I would suggest going in little by little. The foundation I'm using today is the one from About Face. This is the one that I use basically every single day. This is I would say light to medium coverage foundation. So I know how much I like to go in with. I usually like to do one layer. And if I feel like maybe I want a little bit more coverage, I might go in with a little bit more, but I also might just use a concealer over any blemishes. That way I avoid having a cakey base. Going a little bit will really save you from having a cakey base. We're gonna shape out the brows. I like applying just like a little bit foundation. I feel like I'm not saying my sentences like correctly. Oh my gosh. I just like applying a little bit above the brow. That way it's easier for me to shape them. A little bit of foundation under the eyes. Another tip that I wish I knew when I first got into makeup is really pay attention to the foundation that you are reaching for, just because a lot of the times, I guess like maybe this is common sense for a lot of people, but whenever I first started doing my makeup, I would just reach for an affordable foundation and not really pay attention to what type of foundation it was, whether it was medium coverage, full coverage. And I had a lot of acne at the time, so I really just wanted something that would cover my acne, my scarring. So I would put layers and layers and layers and layers of foundation on, when really I could have just gone for a super full coverage foundation, done a layer and been done with it, and my makeup would not have looked cakey. I would definitely recommend, if you want a light coverage foundation, reach for that. This About Face foundation is great. I know MAC has some really good light coverage foundations. So does Ilia, I think is the name of the brand that I'm thinking of, Ilia. They have great foundations that are skin focused rather than full coverage. And I know that if you are looking for a full coverage foundation, it's best to invest in that, and your makeup is gonna look so much more bomb, so much more filter smooth if you go in with the right product instead of buying something, layering it, and using it for something that it's not supposed to be used for, I guess, if that makes sense. Great foundation that's full coverage. Lancome has some really good ones. They also have ones that are not so full coverage that are actually really good. Too Faced is gonna be your bestie if you want some full coverage makeup. They actually also have really good skin focused ones as well. A lot of brands have both. It just depends on what works best for you. Maybelline Fit Me, she's gonna be your best friend. I used to be ride or die for their not about face. I used to be ride or die for the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I used to get both the purple one and the blue one. I'm pretty sure the blue was matte and the purple was dewy, but both of those were my best friend. For real. I haven't gotten that foundation in so long. I may have to go back to that one. It's just because this About Face one has me on a chokehold. I think I've used it in about every previous video, like swear. All right, I'm gonna blend this out really fast. Sorry if like I literally sound like my tongue is swollen for some reason. Like I feel like my sentences aren't coming out properly. Like my shirt is kind of irritating me. And my eyes are kind of irritating me too. I think I'm just a little overstimulated. Okay, let's move forward. And I love using a little itty bitty beauty blender. I have a big one, but this little itty bitty one just is such a lifesaver for like areas like this or like areas like this. Sorry if my mirror was in the way. Done. Okay. Next step, bronzer. We're gonna use the bronze sticks from NYX, from ColourPop. This is in the shade Moonstone Beach, if y'all are curious. I guess a good tip would be focus it on areas where it's needed. For me, I have a very round face, so if I try to do a really snatched, bronzy, like, you know, contoured vibe, it's gonna make my face look weird just because I don't have a naturally chiseled face. With makeup, what you want to do is enhance the beautiful features you already have. So me, I have a cute little chubby face, right? A chubby face. So me doing a like snatched look on my face doesn't really look that good. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. So I want to focus it on areas where I know it'll enhance my beautiful features I already have, right? So I usually apply it like right here. Let me just say, I love bronzer. I love it so much. I want to put pounds and pounds of it on my face, but also I have to remember to not go in so heavily. And then I contour my nose as well, or bronzer my nose. Bronzer, contour, basically the same thing. And I don't have a little itty bitty button nose, but I know that my nose looks cute if I kind of focus it down here. And I've learned that along the way. Like I used to struggle with nose contour so much and I never knew my placement. But I feel like the more you do your makeup and the more you look at your face, you kind of learn what looks best on you. And also, I feel like your style changes so much as well. Like, especially for me, I'm a makeup girly at heart. One day, I want to be a cute, itty bitty little princessy, cute pink vibe. And the next day, I want to be like a rock star girlfriend. So, it's really just like, go with what your heart desires, girl. Like, just be you and put whatever makeup on that makes you feel gorgeous. All right, and my next placement is my lids. Some days I don't want to go in with like a full eyeshadow moment. So what I do is I apply a little bit of this whatever bronzer contour it is that I'm using, and I apply a little bit to my eyes, and it just is such a game changer. If you leave your eyelids empty, I feel like it makes your makeup look unbalanced. You want to focus a little bit of makeup in each area of your face, you know what I'm saying? It's like leaving part of a canvas white. It's not a vibe. So I always like applying a little bit of this. That way I don't have to like go in super crazy with eyeshadow. And if I'm being completely honest, I feel like I was never an eyeshadow person. I just never was. I felt like I never knew how to blend it out right. I felt like it never looked right. And some days I just feel like a heavy eye is not for me. Some days. You know, some other times I'm like, I can rock a freaking heavy eyeshadow. Today, because I wanted something a little bit more natural, something a little not too much, I go in with a little bit of bronzer on my lids. And of course, I do love to bronze my big little forehead. Just like that. And I like applying that everywhere, you know what I'm saying? All over the forehead. I don't know if I want to put blush on. What the heck? Kind of just like a bronzer moment, I guess. I want to do eyeliner for sure. But I think it'd be silly to not do blush whenever I'm doing a makeup tips video. What's a good tip for blush? Let's see. With blush, I feel like there's no tips that need to be used. Like, blush is just that girl. Have fun with her, you know? I don't think with blush you need any tips. The tip I would suggest for blush is there is no tips. There is no rule for blush. Just have fun. Yeah? Honestly, guys, I'm not going in with blush today. Forget it. We're going in with concealer. And I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. For concealer, do I have any tips? I don't think that I do. I guess depending on like what vibe you want. If you want something like a little bit more natural, don't go in super heavy. And if you want something more filtery, go in with a concealer that will accentuate that under eye, maybe going in with something a little bit brighter. Now we're going in with the Fit Me loose setting powder for my under eyes. Before I do any sort of setting, I always blend under here and make sure that there's no like creasing, or especially right here in my smile lines, which I get no matter what. It does help if I blend and there's not any creasing. Go in with my setting powder. Do you see like the difference that it makes though? Like on one side, this powder is amazing. Now I'm gonna go in with some highlighter. This is the one from Too Faced. This is the Moon Crush highlighter in the shade Shooting Star. And I did do my nose contour and I did bake off camera. But anyways, let's put on our highlighter. This is like my favorite one in the entire world. I've had it forever and I will keep using it forever. I just feel like it's the perfect freaking highlighter. And you can see me, like, I'm a freaking shooting star for real. Like, I'm gonna use the same thing, this Epic Smoke liner that I used on my brows, and I'm gonna use it on my eyes. It's so easy to apply. It's almost like a pencil liner, but creamier. Way creamier. On one side it has a brush, and then on the other side it has a liner, which is super freaking cool to me. And I just feel like it elevates my eyes so much. I'm gonna curl my lashes now. And then we're gonna go in with our telescopic mascara. And just look at how cute the eyes look. Makeup is all done. Now our last and final step is gonna be our lip combo. For that, I'm gonna use, she's running away. For that, I'm gonna use the Morphe lip liner, and this is in the shade Signature, and Morphe Soulmate Matte Soul Matte lipstick, and this is in the shade Whipped. So that's gonna be our little lip combo. It's gonna be sort of nudie and dark, which is like the perfect vibe for this little makeup look that I went for. And honestly, look at how much my hair has grown, guys. Like, it's so long and luscious and soft and glossy. And this is my real hair, like real. You're like, yeah, we can tell. I have been putting rosemary in my hair, also aloe in my roots, and I just feel like I have like so many little itty bitty baby hairs, and my hair has like grown so, my hair has grown like so much. I'm sure y'all can't tell, but I can. It just makes me feel that much freaking hotter. Here is the perfect, most gorgeous little nude lip combo. I thought it was perfect just because we really wanted to focus on like the contour, bronzer, eyes, which are very like neutral toned, I almost feel like, and I felt like this lip just fit the vibe so much rather than like a brighter color. I just love the dark vibe that we went for today. That is gonna wrap up today's video. I hope y'all learned a little something. If y'all want more videos like this here on my channel, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you enjoyed most about this video, or what tip was most helpful, or if you'll have any more questions for me, I'd be so happy to answer that. If y'all want to catch up with me on a daily or almost daily basis, this is my social media. It's also linked in the description below. I will see you dolls next time. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next video, because I want to see you there, okay dolls? I love y'all so much. Bye. Mwah.